Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have an interesting looking puzzle in front of us. This one's called Double Exclusion by Myxo. Don't know if I've done a puzzle by Myxo before. I'll have to remind myself if I can. I don't think so. So what I'll say for now. But anyway, it looks pretty interesting, so I thought I'd give it a try. We've got normal Sudoku rules, so every row, column, and 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. We've got quadruples, so digits in a quadruple circle must be placed at least once in the 4 cells touching that circle. So this 1, 4 here means that the 1 and the 4 go in these regions. The 3 here says one of these will be a 3, etc., etc. Then we have double arrow. So the sum of the digits on a line between 2 circles is equal to the sum of the digits in the circles at either end. Okay, I think we've seen that before in something. But anyway, what it means is that whatever these 2 digits add up to, these 4 digits must add up to the same value. Same goes for all of these other ones. So those are the only rules. Quadruples and double arrows. So with that said, I'm not going to go into some long-winded intro here. Links in the description below. Let's get at it. Let's have some fun. Try to have some fun. See what we're doing. Well, I'm going to do a little bit of quick pencil marking, and then we're going to start looking at X-wings. 3 and then 6, 7. These ones aren't necessarily as useful, but I just put it in because I was doing it. So we have an X-wing on 1s, so one of these is a 1. We have an X-wing on 4s, so one of these is a 4. We've got an X-wing on 3s, so we get 3 out here. And we have an X-wing on 2s, so one of these is a 2. Now, what did any of that do for us? I don't know. But I guess, well, I think we need to start looking at what these can be. Because there's going to be, well, it's not really, these are, okay, we can do a little bit of something. Maybe we start over here because it's a little bit more obvious, maybe. These are 4 unique digits. Normally, the bare minimum you can make out of that would be 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can't use 1 or 2. So we're looking at 3, 4, 5, 6. That is 18. Perfect. These guys have to add to 18 at a bare minimum. Therefore, they must be a 9 and a 9 here, because that's the only way we can make it work. So these are 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got a 9, 9 pair. Let's move on to something else then, maybe, that can help us. Do you want to do the 2, 3 or the 1, 4? Let's do the 1, 4, although it's not great, but the 2, 3 is probably better, but let's just do the 1, 4 for now, and let's take a look. Because the 9 and the 9 are now reducing what these can be, so there's probably going to be, you know, a circle effect where we start reducing these guys down. So let's go there. Let's do it the 1, 4. Let's just get at it. 2, 3, 5, 6 is the bare minimum. That's 16, right? 6, 11. 6 plus 5 is 11 plus 5 is 16. Yes, that is perfect. Because if these have to be a bare minimum of 16, well, the most these can be is a double 8, which is 16. So these are 2, 3, 5, 6. Now let's go here. What's the bare minimum these can be? 1, 2, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so there's a little bit of work there that maybe we need to go over here first, because there's options there, because these don't have to be the same digit, and we haven't ruled out 9s, we just ruled out 8s. So the only thing we know is that there's going to be something at least 216 that these 2 have to add up to. Let's go over here then. 1, 4, 5, 6. So that is 16. We can't do double 9s. So again, the bare minimum we can put in it would be 2 8s to get us to 16. So therefore, these are 1, 4, 5, 6. Good. Now, that still doesn't quite give us this guy here. But let's look here and see if we can get anything out of that. Because the 9s and the 8s are both looking at these guys. So the 9, 8 sees this one, and the 9, 8 sees this one. So the most these two can ever be would be a double 7. That's not true, because the 7s go here, and the 6s go here. The most this can ever be is a double 5, which is 10. So can we get these guys down to a minimum of 10? 2, 3 could go here, and 1, 3 could go here. That's very close, but not quite there. That is 9, if you do the maths. So I think it means there's one layer of reduction that could occur. So this could be 2, 3, 4. This could be 1, 3, 4. I guess it says it always has to be a 1 though, right? Because if we think about it that way, what if this was 2, 3, and this didn't have a 1 on it? Well, that's 5 plus 7. We're at 12. We said we can't get up to 12. The most we could ever do would be 10. So this has to have a 1 on it, which means these are not 1s. This isn't 1. This isn't a 1 either, so one of these is. Got a lot of pencil marks going on this thing already, so got to keep track of all this. 3, 7, 1. Yeah, this has to also have a 2 on it. Same concept here. If we were to put a 3, 4, the most this could ever be is, or least this could ever be, is a 1, 3. So that's 4 plus 7. We're at 11. We can't get up to 11. So these are not 2, which means one of those is. So these are not 2, which means one of these is. Okay. What is this all telling us, though, is the thing. Well, can this ever be a 3? Because what's the absolute bare minimum all these can be? 2, 3, 1, 3. It's 9. If this is a 3, this would have to at least be a 6, and it can't be. And it can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9. So this is not 3. No, we don't know which one. We just know that that one isn't. Didn't see these markings there for a second. I guess that, well, no, we don't know there's a 3 over here. So these can either be, oh wait, they can't be double 5s. What am I thinking of? They're in the same region. I would get my mind set on these things. These can only be 4 or 9 at the 4 or 5 at the most, which equals 9. Therefore, that's what it is. Because 5 plus 4 is 9. Okay, there we go. Got my brain to stop being dumb for a second. Now we can start to work. This is a 4 to 5 pair. Okay. 2, 3 says these are not 3s. These are not 3s. 1, 3 says this is not 3. These are not 3s. So one of these is, so that's not. And that pushes a 3 here. This is not a 3. So this is a 2, 3 pair. And that's a 5, 6 pair. Cool. What else do we know? Anything? Not necessarily. But at least we got something going. So I was going to say, where does the 8 go? But it can go in 2 places. Can we do anything more Sudoku? One of these is an 8. No, not this one's the 8. Because of all these looking in here. I should have seen that right away, but it's no big deal. So this is 8. What else does that say for us? Again, we get these corners of 8s. All of these. I don't know if I want to mark those, but that's what's occurring at the moment. What else can we now start to say? What about the 9s? Do we get more? Okay, the 9s help. That's going to push this to be a 3, because we know none of these can be 9, so there has to be a 9 in here with the 6 and the 7. So this becomes a 6, 7, 9 triple. This is our 3, and that's what we needed. Okay, good. Cool. Therefore, this is 2 and 3. This is 1 and 3. And what are these 2 digits? 1 and 1 here, and 2. Cool. This can't be 1. This can't be, oh, neither one of these can be 3. now by Sudoku, so this is. So maybe we need to check in on our Sudoku here a bit. I'm going to say this one probably can't be a 1, but we don't know that, so I also didn't really even see this 9 here, so one of these is a 9. We just don't know which one yet. What else? What does that? No, it doesn't. I was wondering if that would remove... Well, it does remove both of these from being a 9 because of in here. So these can't both be 9s. And they can't be a 9-8 pair. It could be a 9-7 at the most. Maybe we need to look at this guy now, because there is a reduction here. So what was the minimum here? 1, 2, 6, 7. So we said that was 13 plus 3 is 16. Therefore, these have to be 9, 7, because that is 16, and you can't make it any other way. Okay. That's something. Therefore, these are 1, 2, 6, 7. Is there anything that we've previously done that'll tell us those are what? Well, 2s. One of these is a 2, which means none of these are, which means neither of these two are not 2s. One of these is. Okay. We get an X-wing on 2s, so none of these are 2s. So one of these is. This 5-6 says this is not a 6. So this is just a 2-6 pair, which means this doesn't have a 6. So these are not 4-5, so they are a 1-6, which means this is not a 6. Okay, so one of these is. So we get some movement going around here, which is nice. Okay, so where's the next step? Where is she? 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, we still have that 8 corner. I guess we can say this is never a 9 because one of these 2 is, but it doesn't really do much for us. Well, I guess it puts a 9 into one of these 2. But again, we can't say which one because this could very well be a 9. This could be a 3, 4, 5 triple. So we're going to have to find something else. The 7 has to be put into here. So we're 1 digit away from finalizing this quad. It's either 8 or 9. And we can't really determine which one it is because, again, the 8s could go in either of those. The 9s could go in any of those. Okay. What else? Where's the next step? Where we have a lot of information. Quite a bit on this guy, actually, because we have a 6, 7, 9. Okay, so one of these is a 6, so this isn't. Start there. That's a 7, 9 pair. Hello, this is 6. I swear this mouse. 6, not 6. So we get the 6. Good. So we have 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So these are from 1, 4, and 5. We already know that the 1 goes up there. So this is the 1. Good. Now, what you doing? Do we look in here? Do we look across this row? Don't know. Let's think. Anything up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, because we don't really have any of these digits anywhere else. It's 4, 5, 6, and 7. Oh, we do actually. The 6. This is a 6. Okay. That forces 5 and 6. Good. Did that do anything else? Not necessarily. But we can get another 6, because this 2, 6 looks in here, and the other 6s look in, so this is 6. That gives us 1 and 6, and 7 and 1. Beautiful. Now, we must have something else that's opened up. Like, what's going on in this guy? Where's the 1 go here? That's the question to ask. None of these can be 1s, so this is a 1. what else can we do? We need to put the 7, 8, and 9. This has to therefore be 7. These are an 8, 9 pair. 8s and 9s don't see those yet. One of these is going to be a 5. Wait, the 7. Here we go. Sorry, that's 9. That's 7 now. Because again, these had to add to 16. These are not 7s. That forces 9 and 7. Good. Scratchy nose for some reason. This is 4 or 5. So we can get this digit as a 7. We got a 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and 7. So again, we have an 8, 9 corners, which are not resolved yet. What does that tell us about these digits, though? They are from 2, 3, and 4. This is not 2 or 3, so it's 4. This is not 3, so it's 2, 3. Perfect. 4 gives us 5 and 4. We must have, yeah, the 2s now. We're looking back at our pencil marks, so these are not 2s. What about this bad boy? 4, 5, and 7. 4 and 5. So this is 7. This is the other 4, 5. What are you two? 4, 5, and 6. The 6 can't go here, so this is 4 or 5, and it can't be 4. 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. These are not 5s. Cool. And we should have most of this now done, where we just have to kind of dig through and get the last digits put in by whatever means we can find. So these are 4 and 5. We'll put that in. The 4 can't be in any of these. Let's actually look at these rows first, because we've got some given digits we can just plop in. 6 and 1. That removes these from being a 1. The 6 actually tells us 2 and 6. That's better. That comes up and says the 3 and the 2. Perfect, perfect. Anything else that's given? What are these two guys? 5 and 9. Does not appear to be worked out just yet. So let's jump into one of these other guys and see what we can figure out. Or we can just look at Sudoku. Got an X-wing on 1s. X-wing on 2. I think we're going to define this. These are all X-wings still left over. X-wings on 3s. These can't be 3s. 4s have X-wings and X-wings. Okay. Oh, the 5. Here it is. This sees the 4 and the 5. That's good, because that's going to come back and see the 6 and the 4. Perfect. What else? Nope. 5s. Okay. 6s are done. Cool. 7s. Not really. We could mark a little bit, but I'm going to try to get through. Okay, no, the 8s didn't work. Again, we have all these corner 8s still. Okay, let's use the 9 clue. This is a 9. Therefore, this is 8, 9. It's going to go all the way around. 8, 9. Now we can fill in these other digits and we should be good. So 9 says this is 5 and 9. These are... Well, this is 3, 4, or 5, and it can't be 3 or 5, so it's 4. These are 3, 5. What else does it say for us? What are you? 1 and 4. So therefore, this is the 4. This is the 1. These are now 8 and 7. We can do that. 7, 8. Look across. We need 1 and 2. This is the only place a 1 can go. This is the only place a 2 can go. That 2 goes down here to make this a 2 and this a 3, this a 5, this a 3, this a 4, this a 5. And now it's just fill in the blanks. So this is 8. This is 7. This is, what is left over? 7 and 9, right? So this is 9. This is 7. There we go. Cool. Yay. You solved the puzzle. Solution is correct. 20 minutes. This must be another one of those where it was created a while back, but just put up on the site recently. It's only about a week old. It's got almost 1,700 solves, though. So very good puzzle. Really enjoyed that. Really did like how these guys interacted and had to kind of get one started, and then it would get the other ones going, and then you can make some more deductions on these things. So wonderful. Really enjoyed that puzzle. Hope you all did as well, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.